In this video, I will show you how to add an exit intent pop-up to your Wix website quickly and easily. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. Okay, so once we are signed up to Elfsight, the widget that we are looking for to create the exit intent pop-up is the pop-up widget. So to find this, we just want to go to search widgets in this top corner and search for pop-up. And right here, we can see the pop-up widget is going to appear, so we can go ahead and click into this. It's then going to ask us to choose a template, and the one that we are going to go for is, of course, the exit intent right here. So we can click on this and then click continue with this template. Now, the very first thing that we want to do, I don't know why they add this crazy background to this, but we are, of course, going to want to remove this. So all we need to do is go to the layout area right here, click into the backdrop, and what we are going to do is go to the fill right here. Instead of having this on image, we want to change this over to color. And just like that, we are now going to have this nice darkened background, so it brings people's attention to this when they try to leave the site. Perfect. Now we can go back and we can actually start building this out. So what we want to do is go to each of these blocks and we can go in and we can edit them. So right here, we have a heading that says leaving so soon. So we can click in. We can edit this, we can change what this says, we can change the color, the font, the size, essentially everything on this. Then we can go down to this text, we can change what this text is going to say, once again, all of these different options. Or if you would really like to customize this in your own way, you can go ahead and delete these different sections and you can add in your own elements in this area. So if you want to add like a form or an image or another heading or a link or something like this, you can do that right here. So once we have this built out, we can then go over to the layout area and we can choose how we would like the layout to be. So we can go for the left pane, right pane, any of these options, but generally with an exit intent, the idea is we get them stopping scrolling immediately. They're about to click off and they stop. So we want this taking up the entire site. Now, things like the reopen button doesn't really matter here because nobody's really going to close this down and open it back up with an exit intent. So we can leave this. We've already covered the backdrop, and with the close button, we want to make sure that this is on so that when people actually see this, they might go ahead and click off and continue shopping on your site. Then finally, we can come down to settings, and in here we can play around with things like how often this is shown, which pages this is shown on, the devices that this is shown on, and we can even set a schedule for when this is going to be displayed. But the most important thing in here by far, and I don't know why Elfsight set it up like this, but if we click into the triggers, it's set to be triggered on page load, which is not what we want. So we want to turn this off and we want to set this to on exit intent. So when somebody goes to leave, this pops up. Perfect. So now we have this customized and created. All we then need to do to add this to the site is click on publish up here. And then Elfsight is going to take us over to this screen where we can choose a plan. Now the plan I recommend going for is the free plan, as this allows us to get everything set up for free. And then later down the line, if you want access to more widgets or more monthly views, you can get access to them and upgrade at any time. So for now, just click on the free plan. And then once this free plan has been selected, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code that we can use to embed this onto our site. So all we need to do is click on copy code right here, and then we can open up our Wix editor. Inside of the Wix editor, all we then need to do is go to add elements right here. And the element that we want to add, if we come down to embed code right here, is this embed HTML. So we just want to click to add this to the site. And then from here, we just make sure this is selected to code and paste in the code that we just copied. We can then click on update. And this is not going to show anything because this is an exit intent pop-up, right? So nothing's here until we go to exit the website. So from here, what we now want to do is just go up to this stretch button right here, click on stretch and stretch this to full width. And it's now going to take up the full width of your website. And then we just want to expand this all the way up to the top. So we can just expand this all the way down this entire section. Make sure this is starting from the top and that this expands all the way down on this top section right here. And now this is added in. I know it's pretty confusing because we can't see anything, but now if we actually go to preview the website right here, it's going to take us over to the actual website. So now if we go to exit the site just like this, as you can see, the exit intent pop-up is now going to appear. And that is how you can add an exit intent pop-up to your Wix website.